Hello everybody, this is Kimberly and I'm just making this video to show you guys what kind of things that you'll be saying in your virtual experiences when the volunteers participate. And by the way, thank you so much for doing this. Anyway, so I'm going to pretend that I'm teaching you how to make a favorite, easy American specialty. And so maybe you could make this at home and show particularly kids. This is something that most Americans learn how to make when they're little kids, particularly when they're camping or doing sleepovers. And I should tell you, what we're making today are s'mores. S'mores are spelled S-M-O-R-E-S, but what they mean is it's an abbreviation of the word some more. Some more, because the idea is they're so good that your kids will ask for some more, s'mores. And it's good when you are talking to the volunteers to make sure you explain some of these things. You know, where the dish came from, what time of year it's eaten, if it's more of a family dish or a special dish or an everyday dish. These are really interesting things for most of our volunteers to know. So there's only 3 ingredients in a s'more. The first is marshmallows, which are basically sugar. There may be more things in there. We get these at grocery stores. They're real soft and squishy, but they're basically sugar. Graham crackers. These happen to be cinnamon flavored graham crackers. Now, graham crackers are different from regular saltine crackers because these have sugar. So they look like a saltine cracker, but if you got closer up to them, they actually have sugar and brown sugar and cinnamon on the outside, and they're a little darker and sweeter. They're really good. But there's lots of different brands. Does not matter which brand. And in a pinch, I suppose you could use a saltine cracker because you're really in it for the marshmallows and the chocolate. And then last but not least, chocolate bars. Milk chocolate is what people typically use. If you wanted to be exotic, you could use dark chocolate or some other kind of chocolate. But the classic is Hershey's chocolate because it's an American chocolate that's been around and everybody knows it. And what's great is it comes in these little, I don't know if you can see these little squares, so that it's really easy to measure. And you'll see that if you take one of these whole graham crackers and cut it where the score is, it's the exact same shape as the chocolate, like they're meant to go together. So what we're going to do in the end, we're going to make a sandwich. So we take 2 sides of the graham cracker, put the chocolate in the center, but the key piece is toasting the marshmallow. Now I have to tell you, this is where the controversy is. You're gonna talk to some people that say you just lightly toast it so it's a little bit brown on the outside and soft on the inside. But then you'll talk to people like me who will tell you the only right way to do it is to get this thing so black and charcoaly that it doesn't look anything like a marshmallow anymore. Yeah, and the beauty of that is when you squish it into the chocolate, it's so hot that the chocolate starts melting. So we're going to show all of this. Now, the other thing is you're going to need to put the marshmallow on something. I happen to have this little metal stick, but in campfires and when people are outside, usually kids will go and just locate a long stick on the ground. Does not matter how long. Of course, you don't want anyone to get burned. But, so you want something long enough. Now, because I do not have a campfire going, I'm going to do this on my stove, which is an okay way of doing it. It's much better if you're sitting by a campfire and you smell the smoke and people are all sitting around each other. But we are in the times of coronavirus and people aren't doing campouts. And so I have got a hot burner. You could microwave it too. But again, I really recommend putting it in an open flame. You could even conceivably do it on a candle. All right, so I haven't done this on a burner before, so you're seeing live how this works. And I have to tell you, when you're talking to volunteers with your video, it's okay if things go wrong. They know this is live. They know it's not a taped thing, so it's perfectly fine for it not to be perfect. You don't have to have any special lighting, music, clothes, editing, nothing. Now, the reason we are going to ask each of you to make a little small video of whatever your topic is because if your internet fails or the customer's internet fails, we want to be able to email them something that gives them an idea of what we're doing, even if something goes wrong during the call. We think it's just a nice customer service gesture. So if I was going to be teaching people regularly how to make s'mores, this taped video I'm making, I would send to my volunteers while I'm actually talking to them live. So anyway, let's see if this works. And you might come a little bit closer just so we can see if I actually need to make, oh yeah, okay, see that's what you want. See if you can get real close. See how it's changing color? Oh yeah, see that, in my opinion, if it's not rudely burned, you've done something wrong. But that is beautiful. And see now the outside is all charcoaly sugar. We're gonna now take it over here. We're gonna put it, we've got our little sandwich there already. And then we slide it off. And now here's also the important piece. I don't know if you can see, but when you squish the marshmallows coming out, oh yeah, yeah, that is beautiful. And then the chocolate's gonna melt, and then everybody will be asking for some more. But also, I want you to know, you might need to ask your volunteers, hey, do any of you have any questions about what I've just done? And somebody might say, does it matter how big the fire is, or does it matter how small? Then I would say, no, it really doesn't matter. As long as it's hot enough to get that marshmallow going. I'm going to do one more marshmallow just to show you what someone else might say is the correct way. And hear me when I say I don't agree with this method, but we're going to show you anyway. Here's the lightly toasted method, where it's going to just get lightly cooked. See that? Anyway, you can make your s'more the way you want to make it, but I've shown you the classic way, and I hope you'll share this with your friends and family. All right, you guys have so much fun. I hope we can all get through this coronavirus thing together and still have fun and interact with people. Take care. Thank you. Bye.